Mayor now address us. Welcome.
Buonasera a tutti. So I didn't know I'd be coming to Italy this evening, but I'm very happy I'm here. I found out at the last moment, but I was so thrilled at this opportunity to be with all of you. I want to thank Francesco. Francesco to me is the epitome of a Consul General. His love for his homeland, his love for this place, and the enthusiasm he brings. I think the Italian Republic is well served. Let's thank him for all he's done. To the members of Parliament, it's an honor to be in your presence. My fellow elected officials, thank you for all you do. Not an easy Parliament to be a member of, so I give them extra credit. Joe Shame, thank you for your leadership, for sure. My old friend Nico De Castro, and thank you everyone who's a part of making this event so important. So I know we're celebrating Matera, and our family, Steve Briganti and I, our family is from Provincia di Matera. So you're celebrating the big city of Matera. We're going to set the record straight. We're from the small town of Grassano. Yes. You're celebrating the big city of Matera, but it is Provincia di Matera, so we all feel very close. I'm so proud of Matera this year, to be the cultural capital of Europe. And for all of us, look, I want to say something that I think so many people in this room can understand. We are all children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren of the South. We love all of Italy, but for so many of us, our origins are in the parts of Italy that for so many years in so many ways have been misunderstood or overlooked or underestimated. And our ancestors came here often in struggle, often having to leave very difficult conditions, but that didn't mean that where they left wasn't a good place. And that's the place that gave us so much. When I had the honor of going back to Grassano, when I first elected mayor, I wanted to try and say to people how thankful I was that we were Grassanesi of a later generation, and that we had gained our values and our strength, our resiliency from those southern Italian roots, and we honor that. So I'm so proud of Matera this year because Matera today is such an amazing, dynamic place, beloved all over Italy, all over Europe, and what a great symbol to all of Europe and all of the world of a lot that is there in southern Italy that has not always gotten the recognition it deserves. So there's something very, very wonderful about this year and what it means. So that said, what brought me here today is the award being presented to a great New Yorker. Now, if he wasn't my cousin, he'd still be a great New Yorker. Okay? I will tell you, because I've watched his work with tremendous admiration for years, I would feel exactly the same about the greatness of his work, either way. I feel a love and a respect and appreciation that's even greater because he is my cousin, because he carries the family name Briganti, which was my grandmother's maiden name, Anna Briganti, my grandmother. Boy, would she and your grandparents and everyone be so proud today to see the Briganti name upheld here at the Italian Consulate. So I want to thank you on behalf of our whole family for bringing fame and renown. I did okay too, but you are. I want to thank you. And here's what's important about Steve Briganti. So it's hard to imagine that there was a time when the Statue of Liberty was not really being given the attention and support it deserved, but even more so today, it's hard to imagine that Ellis Island, in our lifetime, was really almost an afterthought to a lot of people. It was this crucial location in American history, and particularly in the history of New York, a place that is so quintessentially American in the sense of the essence of how we became the America of today, the acknowledgement that we are a great nation of immigrants, the recognition of all the struggle that people went through to get here, and the way they were received, or maybe not so well received in some cases, but how people overcame that, the resiliency of the immigrants, the inspiration, the passion, the power. All of that is summarized in Ellis Island, and yet for the longest time, it was not given its due, it was not recognized, it was not uplifted, it was not supported. And along came Steve Briganti. He had a good sidekick in Lee Iacocca. You might say it's the other way around, but it's from our family's perspective, Lee Iacocca was your sidekick. Right, maybe not for him. But they came along and they imagined something very, very different. They imagined that history being cherished. They imagined Ellis Island being brought to life. They imagined it being made something, not just for New York, but for the whole country, for the whole world. And then they proceeded to do it. And if you have watched Steve Briganti, he is a picture of persistence. And he never tires. He has, year after year after year, created the support and the energy to make the next thing and the next thing and the next thing happen. And so we had a beautiful moment just months ago at the Statue of Liberty with the new museum. We're talking about a place that, when Steve started, it was important to all of us, it was legendary, it was worth visiting for sure. Today it is something extraordinary and rich and deep that really represents all of us, and particularly as someone so proud of my Italian roots, to know that the story of our people is fully told now. I'm someone who believes in the American dream. I'm someone who loves this country deeply. But I never quite bought the idea that the only way we should see ourselves is a melting pot where you're supposed to lose everything that you brought with you, lose your culture, lose your language, lose your identity, become something abstractly American. I am in the school of thought. Our former mayor, David Davies, used to talk about the gorgeous mosaic. That's one of the ways of saying it. There are other ways as well, but that we each bring our rich and deep culture, and let's hold on to that while making America even greater all the time. There is no contradiction. And I always say wherever I go, Francesco, you'll appreciate this, to all the Italian Americans, I say, keep our culture, keep our language, la lingua più bella del mondo. And that does not make us any less American, that we love where we came from, we love our families, we love our ancestors. What Steve Briganti has done, nothing less than this, what Steve Briganti has done is help people, Italians and so many others, to be able to feel where we came from and honor it and love it and feel no less American, but in fact feel reinforced in our belief in the greatness of America. No small task. That's what he's done. So, Cugino, sono molto orgoglioso, and you're an example to everyone, and you richly deserve this award. And it's my honor to come here and try and surprise you as much as possible without telling you in advance. I thought I might have called him by like, no, I'll just show up. But you have done so much for this city and this country, and you deserve this award and many others. God bless your cousin.
Mayor de Blasio, customarily we have presented for some 43 years a special poster. And it's not always opportune at the events like last night to people, but we've never had the opportunity to have the mayor of the city of New York be with us in such an intimate crowd. So this is for you and your office to take back. This is going to be